New at 5, a plan to prevent a repeat of this catastrophic flooding that wiped out entire communities. Now neighborhoods on the west side of Longmont will have a fighting chance against that rushing water. 7 News reporter Lance Hernandez getting the details of that plan. Lance, it involves using concrete highway barriers.
John, the kind you normally see down the middle of a freeway. Now, next month, the City of Longmont is going to start placing those concrete barriers down the middle of this street in case they have a heavy spring runoff.
We know that that is the next challenge that we're up against with regards to the carrying capacity of the St. Vrain.
Scenes like this, water up to windshields and debris piles up and down the street, are still fresh in the minds of people who live in the Greens and Champion Green subdivisions.
It was terrifically bad.
Dick Spangler remembers how the floodwaters entered his basement through a drain in the floor. He says they still haven't recovered. How concerned are you about spring runoff?
Very, very concerned.
The city is trying to address those concerns with a 4-point plan. The first, designing a repair to the breach in the river near 75th and Hygiene. Second, a plan to intentionally breach Hygiene Road itself if necessary. Third, an emergency channel east of 75th. And fourth, placing Jersey barriers down the middle of Airport Road. Do you feel comfortable with the steps the city's planning to take?
Yeah, definitely. I think that's a step in the right direction.
We asked the head of Public Works if the barriers will be an annual thing. He said no.
I believe some of the work that we need to do upstream and maybe even in the channel upstream of Longmont is the answer, but we won't have that done by spring runoff.
Even so, not everyone here is worried about the runoff.
It's an act of God that happened. It's not going to happen again, ever.
Not everyone's as optimistic as she is. Rodemaker says they don't know how heavy the spring runoff will be, but he says they want to make sure that they're prepared for something that's 2.5 times normal. In Longmont, Lance Hernandez, 7 News.